I'm so damn scared about filling out my choices. Finally और मैं आने वाली हूँ 15 ही दिन में मुझे एक और ट्रिप करनी है मुझसे आंखें भी नहीं खोली जा रही हैं just Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. As you all know, after Mumbai I came back home and these few days at home were my little break days where I used to wake up at my own discretion without any alarms, without any foundations. I meditated nicely in the morning. I got a lot of time here because I had no classes, nothing to rush for. I prayed post meditation, after which I headed to brush my teeth. Now, these small little few days here and there where you have your own sweet time to do whatever you want, be it reading, be it meditating, be it pursuing any other hobby, is just so important. Because I recently read a comment of somebody saying that why do you always show all of the days when you're only productive, and why do you not show a realistic side of you? So here is the realistic side. I of course do take breaks. I of course have those days when I just like to do what I'm doing at a particular time. I just like to sip a nice nariyal in a sweet corner of my home and relish it nicely. Anyway, for my breakfast I had this nice chole chaat which I was craving since a lot of days, and I don't get this kind of food in hostel, so I just loved it. After which I sat down to study after a lot of days actually, and I was having that sort of guilt trip, and I had to finish community medicine because that was my target even before going to Mumbai. But due to certain circumstances I was left with just 9 videos, so I quickly finished them on this day. And because I was on a little break, I was not rushing through a lot in my schedule. When I sat down to plan my content in the evening, I could actually find myself getting a lot of new ideas because kuch dinon se I was having a content block where I was not able to figure out what to create. But this time when I sat down to actually ideate the content, I got so many fresh and new ideas which made me so happy. Anyway, in the evening I had taken this Garba workshop. So this is a 7-day Garba course that I really wanted to do because Navratri is around the corner, and I thought okay, why not, क्योंकि मुझे गरबा नहीं आता है and I really wanted to learn it. So that was the evening plan. The next day I had my train back to Delhi and I finished one complete book on this 2-hour journey. If you haven't seen my short, you should. Hi, so I'm back hostel में, और अभी मुझे पता है तुम लोग बोलोगे कि क्या मिताली तो ऐसे घुमक्कड़ हो गई है, अभी वापस आई है, एंड अभी मैं I'm gonna tell you that I'm planning a trip. Yes, it is a very what do I say, long drawn trip. मेरा बहुत टाइम से मन था जाने का, एंड इस ट्रिप के लिए मॉम डैड को कन्विंस करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट था टू बी ऑनेस्ट, क्योंकि मैं अभी बॉम्बे होके आई हूँ एंड यू गाइज नो बॉम्बे वाज ऑलमोस्ट अ फ्लॉप. बट मतलब मैंने बताया कि हाउ डिड एवरीथिंग गो. सो 15 ही दिन में मुझे एक और ट्रिप करनी है, तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट था, बट फाइनली वो लोग मान गए हैं. तो अभी ही मैं बैठ के फ्लाइट की टिकट्स कराने वाली हूँ. आई वॉन्ट यू गाइज टू गेस इन द कॉमेंट सेक्शन कि हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं. इट्स नॉट अ सोलो ट्रिप दिस टाइम, आई एम गोइंग विद अ कजिन, एंड या लेट्स गेस. तो सबसे पहले आई गॉट द फ्लाइट टिकट्स बुक्ड बिकॉज फ्लाइट के प्राइसेस इतने ईजिली फ्लक्चुएट करते हैं दैट आई डिडंट वांट टू रिस्क इट, एंड आई गॉट इट बुक्ड. After which I sat down to do my planning since October started, and at that time I was at home. I couldn't plan it in detail, but I already had a content calendar in my mind and also in another diary. So I quickly wrote it down to give me a clear picture of what all do I have to do and kitna hustle baki hai, kitna hustle karna hai, what are our monthly targets and everything of that sort. I wrote it down, and since I do not carry my journal also everywhere because it's a physical journal and I like physical journals only, I like writing, इसीलिए मैंने पूरे एक हफ्ते का मे बी कैच अप किया on this day, and I love to journal. Skipping to the next day, it was a beautiful morning and I was going to college after nice 4 to 5 days. So I was anyways excited because a new posting had begun, which is Psychiatry. I was excited for it. 8 to 9 lecture happened, after which I went to the cafeteria to sit down. I studied there a little bit, waited for all of my friends to come, and then we headed for the posting together. So for Psychiatry, we have to go to the GV Pant hospital. It's a little far, and on this day, to our bad luck, the lift was completely full, so we had to climb up 6 floors and then climb down 6 floors because unfortunately the class was rescheduled to ground floor. Anyway, this day we had good news. Nitya and Ashwin had their USMLE cleared, so we went out for a lunch party after a really long time to CP. Thanks. ये हैं कॉलेज के बच्चे खाना खाने बाहर बैग लेके
सबको मिलेगा
उस टेबल से उठ के नहीं आना जब तक हम ना बोले। ठीक है,
ये मलाई कोफ्ता लग रहा है मुझे,
पनीर लग रहा है।
भैया से एक्सप्लेन करवाते हैं ना भैया को बुला के एक्सप्लेन करवाते हैं क्या क्या है।
So the waiter attending us, he was so cute. हमने उनको बताया कि यहाँ पे हम एक छोटा सा सेलिब्रेशन कर रहे हैं. So he got this nice गुलाब जामुन, उसके ऊपर कैंडल लगा के, and he thought किसी का बर्थडे है तो एक छोटा सा बर्थडे बैनर भी. It was so cute gesture. उसके बाद कॉलेज वापस आके we had to rush because from today there was a self defense class that was going to happen in college. It was like a 4-day workshop conducted by the Delhi police. So we all were very excited to learn some new skills. First day pe we were taught basic punches and kicks, and I kid you not, by the next morning my whole back was aching. And इस दिन मैं इतनी थक गई थी, थोड़ी सी पढ़ाई की वापस आके, and then I had to finish up all the bookings for this new trip, all the hotels and everything. So I actually called up all the hotels. This was actually the first time जिसमें मैं पूरी trip का काम खुद से कर रही थी. वरना when I went to Rishikesh, my dad helped me a little bit sort everything out, but this time I also felt a lot more independent because I made all the transactions, I talked to everybody, made all the bookings myself. So super proud of myself. Hello, all bookings are done. Flight हो गई, hotels हो गए, train हो गई है, midway जो हमें travel करना है उसकी भी. I'm so tired, मेरा सिर दर्द कर रहा है. अभी हम जा रहे हैं गोलगप्पे खाने. बहुत ही रैंडम प्लान था ये. So let's go. I'm just so tired today. I can't even talk. It's 10:30ish. मुझसे आँखें भी नहीं खोली जा रही हैं. I just want to sleep, but मुझे कल के लिए एक शॉट अपलोड करना है, तो मैं बस वो करके सोने जा रही हूँ. Bye guys, good night. Since I slept early, I woke up fresh, and today, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you want to say, most of our classes got cancelled, so I got ample amount of time to study. So I started with gynae. This is probably the last final year subject that I'm focusing on as of now, because one, I love the subject, and two, because from the next month I'm going to start focusing on the third year subjects, which is why I'm going to finish up gynae this month, so that a lot of my burden for final year gets relieved. Another big thing that happened yesterday was that we got our electives ka form. So I'll tell you what are electives. After the end of third year, for 1 month we have to do our electives, in which we have to do a mini internship, sort of, if you can call it, or a mini posting. 15 days in a clinical subject and 15 days in a pre or paraclinical subject. We got a lot of options. I'll show you here what all options did we get, and I was so confused. So afternoon mein I went out to get a printout of the form so that I can fill out my choices and submit it finally. I was honestly really confused and also a bit scared because the realization was starting to hit me that I'm going to come in final year now. मुझे एक तो अभी तक यकीन ही नहीं हो रहा है कि मैं फाइनल ईयर में आने वाली हूँ. I have to feel like legit proper final year. Not even final year, ऐसे super specialization वाले subjects. Also we have cardiology and so many things. Now I have to finally decide कि मुझे किस में interest है and figure out what to fill. I'm just so nervous at this point. So after talking to a few of my seniors who'd already gone through their electives, and also my mom, she advised me a little bit, and also taking into consideration all of my interests and what all do I like, I started to fill out this form. It was honestly difficult because मुझे एक point पे सब कुछ इतना attractive लग रहा था that I wanted to do it all, and at one point I found everything to be difficult, but finally I filled out my choices. My first clinical choice was gynae. We had to fill 3 choices, pre and clinical both. So I filled out all of them. Let's see मुझे क्या मिलता है. Result will be out soon. I don't know when exactly, so once I get it, I'll definitely keep you guys posted. After which I had my lunch and then we started studying gynae again. Also, one quick realization that I've come to after starting to study gynae from Marrow is that I always felt कि OBGY में मुझे obstetrics ज़्यादा पसंद है, and that is what I would like to do if I ever take gynae in my life. But after starting to study gynecology from Marrow, I have been loving gynecology, to be honest. I mean, मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि what is gynae exactly all about. But now when I'm studying it, I'm loving the concepts, I'm loving to understand it, I'm just in love. I don't know how to express it in words, but yes, this is my small realization from a subject I thought that I would not like at all. I am loving it. Our evening was dedicated to room safai and also unpacking. So I came back home 3 days back, and since then मैंने कोई unpacking नहीं करी थी. मेरा पूरा बैग इस ज़मीन पे फैला हुआ पड़ा हुआ था और 3 दिन से मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर रही थी, to be honest, which is why I was a bit lazy and not that productive according to me. इसलिए मैंने decide किया let's start unpacking. Meanwhile गरबा क्लास भी चल रही थी, but रूम इतना गंदा था that I just couldn't dance. इसलिए मैंने जल्दी पूरा सब कुछ डस्टिंग एंड सब कुछ फिनिश किया, एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड टू डू द स्टेप्स ऑल्सो, एंड साइड बाय साइड पे झाड़ू भी कर रही थी. येस, दिस इज़ द काइंड ऑफ मल्टीटास्किंग that you can expect from me, but I had no other choice honestly, so this was what I was left with. After a lot of days actually, I decided to mop my room, and trust me, मेरा रूम इतना साफ़ हो गया था ना इसके बाद कि अभी भी मैं चप्पल उतार के रूम में घुस रही हूँ. हेलो, सो टुडे वाज अ रूम सफाई डे. रूम की सफाई हो गई है, मतलब मोर और लेस. अभी कपड़ों में 2 बेडशीट्स बची है धोने को, तो वो मैं धोने जा रही हूँ. उसके बाद इस बेड पे नई बेडशीट बिछानी है, एंड देन आई विल बी फाइनली फ्री. आज का दिन बहुत हेक्टिक था, बट थैंकफुली मैंने सब कुछ कर लिया है. मैंने आज अपने इलेक्टिव्स की चॉइसेस भी फिल कर दी है. सो या, आई मीन, it was a fairly productive day.